don't go by our real names. We make up a unique alias. Every cowboy shooter in the world has a different name. And my name is Haw Eater Hal.
Stand by!
This sport isn't all about shooting. It's about recreating the spirit of the Old West. We even have a concept in the game called Spirit of the Game, which everybody is supposed to follow. And that includes if somebody's gun breaks, you lend him a gun, even if he's going to beat you with it. But also, to recreate the Old West, we love to dress up like they did back then. And it's probably the only sport where you'll see men sitting around talking about clothes and women sitting around talking about guns. It just doesn't happen anywhere else. The women do get involved because of the costuming, but they very quickly start to enjoy the shooting part of it too.
How are you making out today with your shooting?
Oh, it's a good day. I guess I slept well last night. I've had two clean stages, so it's great. No misses.
Yeah, so this competition is all about, it's a combination of time and accuracy.
That's part of it. And I mean, sometimes you're trying to compete with yourself, sometimes with others, and sometimes you're just here for the costuming. We do have costume awards as well, so there's something for everybody. We have 36 different shooting categories and prizes for each category, so usually everybody wins something.
Yeah! 25-24.
Well, for me, it was definitely the costuming first. I was very apprehensive about guns. I was in the military, so I had dealt with guns before, but it was really the costuming that got me started. My husband had been doing it for a year, and he said, "Oh, you don't have to shoot. Just, put your cowboy boots on, put your leather jacket on, and come out." And somebody handed me a pistol, and I started shooting, and I never looked back.
How did you make out on your shoot, Phil?
Pardon me?
How did you make out on your shoot?
Not very well on that one.
What went wrong?
When you miss the targets, it costs you a 5-second penalty. That's not good. No matter how fast you shoot, you can't miss fast enough to win. We're here at Showdown in the Valley. It's a 2-day shooting event we hold annually. All the firearms used are firearms that would have been used during the cowboy era, that being 1860 to 1890. So the handguns are single action. The rifles are lever action in pistol caliber. Shotguns used are either the Winchester Pump 1897 or a hinge break double barrel, which was commonly used by the people riding stagecoach.
With the pistols, we only load 5 in them because that's the way the real cowboys in the Old West used to do it. They're called 6-shooters, but if you put 6 rounds into a single action pistol, the hammer will actually be down on the primer of the 6th round. And if something hits the hammer, you could either shoot your kneecap off or you might even shoot your horse if you're riding, and that would be really bad.
The handguns, when they load up the table, have 5 shells and they're always in an empty chamber. And when they put it in their holsters, they can walk from the loading table to the shooting bays. That gun is on an empty chamber.
So it's completely safe.
So it can't be fired. It's completely safe.
Yeah.
And the rifles are the same. They're always in an empty. They don't load them. They load them, but they don't lever it in.
Gotcha.
And the shotguns are empty naturally.
Okay, next shooter.
One of the things that I really love about shooting is that when you get here, the rest of the world just disappears. When I'm here, I am Montana, Maine. And I don't have all the problems that Catherine has at home. I don't have work and all those things. You're just so focused on your sequence of shooting, your safety, and just you always have a job. Even when you're not shooting, you're doing something. So you're completely focused all the time. And it's just a wonderful escape from reality for a little while. It's physical, you know, there's a fitness aspect to it. Yeah, it's just stepping out of your world and being somebody else for a little while. It's competitive in a fun way, competitive against yourself, but never ever in a negative, you hope somebody else fails or has a difficulty. Yeah. It's all geared to the benefit of the shooter.
We went to our first cowboy action match in May of 1984. And then in 1986, we put on the very first cowboy action match in Western Canada. It was May of 1986. And this is what it's grown into.
So you started in Victoria?
He started in Victoria, yes.
You know, we've been married for 52 years, and it's everything we do is always a lot of fun, and this probably is the most fun that we do, is the cowboy action shooting. And we have the opportunity, now that we're both retired and have been for a large number of years, to go to different venues whenever we want, and, you know, do it in, you know, Wyoming, do it up here, do it in Victoria, do it in Kamloops. So, you know, and every venue you go to is different, but the people are all the same in that they're all nice, friendly people. And that's one of the biggest thing about cowboy action shooting, is the people. They're all just super.
The Single Action Shooting Society, the membership now is approaching 100,000. My badge number is 223.
Well, for us, it was great family sport. I mean, my dad's been in it since I can remember. My sister does it, and my brothers did it before, so it was great family.
So your whole family is kind of...
Yeah, it's pretty big, and my mom's big into the dressing up and making the costumes and stuff. So.
My first competition was when I was 9 years old.
And obviously you enjoy it. What do you like about it?
I like the competitive part of it. Like, it's not a serious competitive sport, but I love competition, so I love just coming out and competing for fun, and the family aspect that I get to do it with my dad and my little brother. It's a great sport, especially for women. I'd like to see more women out shooting. Guns aren't scary, they're fun.
Stand by!